Hey there, I'm Steve, and welcome to Jamsin Entertainment. Welcome to the conversation. Just before we get started, there are many ways you can help. You can like and subscribe so you never miss a conversation. But most importantly, please share this video. Get the word out there. There's a community we can talk about all the things that we love. Today on Throwback Thursday, we're looking at Jaws. I had the opportunity to go see this in theaters, and this is also my first time seeing this. Lots of people said, "You never seen Jaws before? How could you not see Jaws before?" And they've always followed up with, like, you gotta see it in theaters. You can't just watch it on the small screen for the first time. I told him, like, if I ever had the chance, yeah, I'll go see it in theaters. Well, I had that chance, and this movie was absolutely amazing. And as you could see from the poster I just held up, it was a 3D showing. It's been a while since I've seen a movie in 3D, and I'm so glad that there are movies out there that are not gimmicky with it. Now, I know originally Jaws was not released as a 3D movie, but watching it in 3D, it's really the next definition in movie watching, because it just brings a whole depth of field to what you're experiencing. This movie is starring Roy Scheider, Robert Shaw, and Richard Dreyfuss. For those of you who are not familiar with the plot of Jaws, I mean, the poster really speaks for itself, but I'll loosely go over the plot. You have the chief of police, Martin Brody, who is brought into a crime scene. Is it a crime scene? It's a shark. He's brought over to a dead body. Let's put it that way. Well, what's left of the body anyway. Because the night before, a young woman and a young man were going to go swimming in the ocean. The young woman got in there first. The young man, he was trying to get his clothes off so he could swim properly, but he was drunk and he just ended up sleeping on the beach. And the young woman got eaten by Jaws. So Chief Brody's initial thought is just close down the beach until the shark is killed. But this is a small town. It does its biggest business in the summer and it can't be shut down. So you have the mayor who's constantly trying to keep the beach open despite the threat that's out there. And there's a bounty put on the shark. Well, one of the fishermen in the area, Quinn, he says the bounty you're setting at 3,000 is not enough. I want 10,000 because I know what I'm doing. Also, while Chief Brody is trying to take care of this problem, he hires a shark specialist. I forget the actual name of the scientist, but he's played by Richard Dreyfuss, the shark expert. I'm kind of going to leave it at that for now with plot. This movie is just a masterpiece. I don't know if this is Spielberg's first movie, but it's certainly his first big movie. Because, again, on the poster it says the original blockbuster. This is the first movie where everyone was going to see it. This movie also does have a sense of humor. I'll tell you one of the jokes. So, Brody's back home, that he's doing a lot of research on sharks, and his wife caught him off guard and gave him a scare. Well, they scared each other. His sons are out on a boat that's next to a dock, and he's telling them to get off the boat and come on into the house. At first she tells him, like, you know, just let them stay out there, they're at the dock, they're fine. And she looked at some of the material he was looking at. It's a shark attacking a boat. And then she starts yelling for the boys to come in. I can only imagine what the audience was like back in 1975. The audience I saw it with, it was a mix of other people who haven't seen it, like people younger than me, and people that were quoting the movie as they were watching it. I can't get upset at people like that because I am such a person. And most notably, there are some songs that Quinn sings, like half the audience were singing along with him. I really enjoyed that. I know you're supposed to go to the theater and be quiet so that everyone can enjoy the movie, and the movie should be the only sound being made, but when there's audience participation like that, I really love it. One thing that surprised me, this movie scared me. I know how they did most of the shark stuff in this because people have talked about it around me before. It's a huge mechanical shark that Spielberg made, well, the crew made for this movie. It's still frighteningly real, and this had me jumping a few times. That's awesome. I highly recommend, if there's ever a viewing of this at a theater, like I've mentioned in other reviews, there are smaller theaters that will show older movies. If you can watch it on the big screen, watch it on the big screen. If you can't watch it on the big screen, I highly recommend you get this on 4K. Those are my thoughts on Jaws. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like what you saw, like it. If you think other people like it, share it. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching and live your imagination.